Welcome to another edition of The Local Show. I'm Nick Haynes.
And I'm Randy Mason. Many of us, even if it was when we were just a kid, dreamt of inventing something that would make us rich and famous.
We may even have tinkered in our basements or garages on building a prototype that we were just so sure that if it was discovered by the right person, could be the next best thing.
That would describe our first guests on this week's Local Show. They're Kansas City brothers Brian and Kevin Fleming, who've spent their lives messing with consumer inventions with limited success. But just recently, they got their shot at taking their invention national on the primetime ABC entrepreneurial reality show, Shark Tank.
My name is Brian Fleming, the handsome one.
And I'm Kevin Fleming, the smart one.
Our company is Bag Bowl.
Bag Bowl!
We are seeking $40,000 in exchange for a 33% stake of our company.
After a thorough design process, we have perfected an exoskeleton that provides structure to the amorphous blob that is a standard 2-gallon, 1-gallon quart in sandwich-size zipper bag.
By inverting the top of the zipper bag and sliding it down the sides of the bag bowl, consumers can create a handy and sturdy bowl. A great way to flat pack consumables and take them on the go.
And when they're finished, simply zip up the contents and throw it into the cooler, fridge, or cupboard.
Or, if it's empty, into the trash. Or recycling bin.
Wait a minute, no more cleanup?
No more cleanup.
The picnic, potluck, and tailgate will never be the same.
Or how about a convenient way to get pasta sauce from the stove to a bag? Ooh.
No more
An
mismatched
excerpt from
lids.
ABC's Shark Tank, and we're joined by Kevin and Brian Fleming. Thank you so much for being with us on The Local Show. Huge amounts of energy that you had on that program there. Now, is that your normal disposition, or were you told by the producers to show that type of energy, Brian?
You know, that's a Mach 3 for us.
It's Friday night, people are getting a little bit comfy on the couch, and we had this amazing opportunity to really showcase our product to tons of people at one time, and we wanted to make sure that we got their attention. So it was a thought-out decision to sort of like, hey, let's go out there and just, go a little bit over the top. Let's take it a little past 10 to 11. And see what happens.
Now, not anybody can appear on that show. How did that occur? How did you get to be on Shark Tank to begin with?
Basically, we were looking for new ways to get exposure for our product, Bag Bowl. And basically, I told Kevin I'd been watching this show for the first couple seasons. He hadn't really hooked up with it yet. And I said, Kevin, this is a great opportunity for us. This is an entrepreneurial show. We're entrepreneurs. Let's go out there and pitch our product to these billionaires and multimillionaires and see if they take a bite on it.
But lots and lots of people have ideas. A lot of people watching this program say, oh, I have a lot of ideas better than that one. Why were they on that show?
It was a huge honor, and there was 88 entrepreneurs will get the opportunity to pitch the Sharks this season, and that's out of 50,000 people that applied for the show. So we really took it as a shot in the arm and encouragement that we were onto something with this idea. Because we made it through that Darwinian gauntlet there to sort of get our product past all those tastemakers to get on the show.
What is to stop somebody else from just doing this?
We have a utility patent written on the product, and
You have a utility patent already issued.
no, we're patent
It's
pending still.
Pending.
Yep.
That doesn't mean it'll ever issue.
But isn't it a niche market? Because I have a bowl already in my home, all right? So if I buy a bag of chips, I pour them into the bowl. The chip company is not going to increase its cost by 20 cents to provide one of these. They already sell their chips and they're successful. The guy who sells a bag of anything is already selling it. He doesn't need to provide the service to create a bowl for you. Bowls are ubiquitous in homes. This is for tailgating, maybe. I'm just not sure there's a real demand for this.
I don't know if you've seen, though, where packaging is going these days. Everybody's wanting to be able to eat right out of the package that you're eating. And right now, it's not an elegant process
That is a problem because
the top
you're
does not open up
pushing
well.
the burden of the cost back on the manufacturer.
The
and that's
cost
a
is
trend
not,
that is not, they're not going to like.
We've talked to gigantic plastic packaging manufacturers
have
in
they
our
said?
homes. 2 cents to add this structure to the bag. It's
Listen, in the
negligible.
consumer goods package business, 2 cents is a lot. They hire people, dozens of them, to cut costs by 1/8 of a cent.
I see you guys not as entrepreneurs, but as wantrepreneurs.
Cubes, let me jump in there.
Cubes? Cubes? Just for calling me cubes, I'm out.
God, at that point, wow. Did you think it was all over at that point?
You know, it wasn't looking great for us, and Cubes is a name that will live in infamy for sure, and it'll follow me around for the rest of my days, and hopefully it follows Mark Cuban around as well. I'd love to be the guy from Kansas City known to give the Dallas boy the Cubes moniker, but at that point it was not looking great for us. I think we were down to just 2 sharks left, so it was getting tenuous at that point, to say the least.
Yeah, the sun was starting to set on our little idea.
Now, you can still call me, though, the Nixter. I want you to know that.
You know what? You beat me to it, you know, but I didn't know if you'd punch me sitting this close to you, so I figured I would let Kevin say it this time.
Okay, so that was occurring at that point in time, but fortunes begin to change, and Laurie, who has lots and lots of products on QVC, takes a shine to your product and gets out of her seat.
I can get products made into market and onto my show on QVC and sell hundreds of thousands of dollars within minutes. I think this is a great TV item. Last season, I took a guy who came in with a piece of steel and a magnet, and we've now done almost $3 million in sales in the last year. I think it's possible that we might be able to do some really big numbers with this. That being said, I will give you the $40,000 for the 33% stake in the company. What do you say?
I was just getting We would flustered, love to Lori. do the deal with you, Lori.
Thank you.
Great.
$40,000. You get exactly what you asked for.
It doesn't happen on the Shark Tank very often. They usually beat you up on your valuation. And where we saw the real value of partnering with one of the sharks was their access and their expertise. The money was important, but not as important as the smarts that were contained in Lori's brain and her ability to take us to the next level.
So what's happened since the show?
Oh, we're basically working out a contract with Lori, but the partnership's looking great, and we're hoping that we're going to see it on QVC here in the coming months.
What has it done to the sales of your product, Bag Bowl?
We've been blowing up servers ever since it aired, and 20,000 unique visitors have come and gotten introduced to our concept. Our inventory is extinguished, and now we're on back order, and sales are still swift and doing great.
How did you come up with this product to begin with?
So I had started inventing ever since I was a kid, and my first major breakthrough came when we rescued a dog that was half Tasmanian devil, and he ran a dirt track through the backyard. We had a kid on the way, and there was all these muddy footprints. I was thinking, you know, let's do prevention instead of cure. Stop it at the door. So went down to the basement workshop, created this dog paw washer. The Canine Foot Bath, licensed it to a company. We're now sold at Target and over 2,500 retailers. We got European distribution on it. So that gave me the confidence to keep coming up with ideas. So I actually went down to the basement workshop again, was thinking, all right, dog products, what can we do? What else do they need in the dog world? So came up with 15 awesome ones. I mean, I love them. I showed them to Brian one day, and it was just this simple popsicle stick and gaffer tape solution.
Materials for an invention are laying around your house, and you don't even know it.
These are from US Toy, just the purple popsicle sticks for crafting, and then the gaffer tape. And then I was like, okay, I want to give structure to the amorphous blob that is a zipper bag. So when I go to the in-laws for Thanksgiving, I don't use their fancy china, and we break it, and it causes a big passive-aggressive rift the rest of the time.
Did any of you have regular, what I'm going to call 9-to-5 jobs before you ever were inventing these products?
Even when we were kids, we had window washing businesses or lawn mowing businesses or paint the your house number on the curb so the firefighters can see it. We were always looking for that creative way to employ ourselves as opposed to working for someone else. After college, I did take a 9-to-5 job in Lenexa, and I worked it for one day exactly, and it just did not fit with my personality. So I have one day in the trenches, so I don't know how much that is in my 401k, but hopefully it's beefy when I get done working.
Now, people are going to be saying, oh, well, they're on Shark Tank at ABC, a top show on prime time on national television. Now you're going to be getting this contract where you're going to be on QVC selling these products. What people don't see, though, are the failures that happen along the way. What have been the failures that people don't see in your business?
You know, one of the mistakes we made was teaming up the first time through with the wrong manufacturer. Basically, the product was totally wrong. We were totally naive and just kind of did a cold call. Make sure your manufacturer has got a reference for you and that you can check it out. Some of the other mistakes we made were being naive in how we thought this was going to sell.
How were you making money, though, while you were still developing these products that weren't selling at the beginning? I mean, you had families. You weren't doing a regular job where you were getting health insurance and all of these things that people expect in life. You had families. You had children. How could you possibly be making ends meet while you were still trying to work on these popsicle stick projects?
Honey, I'm doing this popsicle stick
exactly.
thing.
It goes over well.
So I was a freelance writer before and was doing magazine work, and I lived in New York City and was doing travel writing for a lot of wedding magazines, doing the honeymoon beat, because I couldn't get big.
So all of this was on the side?
So this was all, a hobby for a while.
And I have a few businesses outside of this as well. The marketing business, I'm a realtor in Missouri and Kansas, and own a portion of Secure Medical Transport. We do medical transportation as well. So again, we've always got a lot of balls in the air. You have to when you're an entrepreneur. You've got to be, give everything the attention when it needs it, but you've got to have multiple options going on in case there's some failures.
The Greater Kansas City Chamber of Commerce has named, entrepreneurship, making Kansas City the best entrepreneurial city in America, one of its big 5 ideas. What, in your view, is the positives in this community, and where we still need to go to make this one of the best places to be for entrepreneurs? Where are our shortcomings right now?
Kansas City has amazing resources at your disposal. I get business counseling from the UMKC Small Business Tech and Development, Jill Meyer over there. They do amazing work. There's a brain trust here that you can tap into and pull buckets of wisdom from that well. That's amazing and so accessible once you sort of break through into that area. The Kauffman Foundation has excellent resources as well.
Where are the shortcomings, though?
With Kansas City, I think that a lot of the investment in the Kansas City area, they're pretty risk averse. I think on the coast, people appreciate the sort of explosive nature of a startup. And here it seems like everyone wants to make sure it's already vetted and, in a place. And at that point, you can get a bank to get you money.
But is that why you had to go on a national program, though, to get your $40,000 versus being able to get it in Kansas City?
We'd tried in Kansas City to find it, and
you couldn't get it.
So we had to go all the way to Los Angeles and embarrass ourselves on national television.
Yeah.
The opportunity for the TV show was just a great opportunity, regardless, to have 6.5 million people put eyeballs on your product.
Yes.
So take that opportunity is a different animal altogether.
Now, as viewers, we have a lot of prurient interest in what happens behind the scenes in a television studio. Now, obviously, you will be reporting back to your families that Nick Haynes is 6'5" and absolutely charming
He's
and
an
fabulous.
Adonis. Yeah,
absolutely. But on Shark Tank, what is it that people would be surprised at from your own experiences on that show that people don't get to see at home?
When you see people walking down the hallway to the Shark Tank, that is real. They're all sitting there. You have 2 minutes where the cameras are getting their shots, and you're staring at the sharks, and that's all real. And then you do your pitch, and we were in there for 45, 50 minutes, and they edited it down to 8. This is not fancy show business. Those guys are trying to find out about your product and if they want to invest in it. You don't even
We went
notice
in there with all these prepared scripts and funny one-liners that we were going to do. We never rehearsed the cubes bit, and all that whole script got thrown out the window immediately when they first took our legs out, and we decided, okay, we just got to go off of our instinctual appetite for survival.
Well, we have to polish off several bowls of snacks here from Bag Bowl right here in the studios of KCPT. So I'm out.
Nickster's out.
You can go to thelocalshow.org to find out how you can purchase your own Bag Bowl and learn more about the company. And Kevin and Brian Fleming, thank you so much for being with us on The Local Show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You get better looking every time I see you.